The cough lingers. That's why we took the other day of the week off. Monday. Yeah. The cough lingers. It's getting better. It's a lot better. Apparently, I sounded squeaky earlier this week. But anyway, welcome. We are Little Arrow Soaps. I am Little Arrow Soaps. Today we're going to work on a couple soaps for the convention circuit. We also have this lovely, slightly lumpy falcon to demold. So I figured we'd start with that so that if we have any leftover, we can fill him back up. We got a lot of falcons right now. We're going to try and list them on the website one of these days, but probably when we do our big convention update and kind of go from there. So, let's see. I actually forget what all the layers on this guy are. I don't think he's a lot of different colors. Come on. Come on. Don't want to come out of your mold, do you? There we go. Come on. Oh, you're sticky boy. Oh, very pretty. Mostly white and light blue streaking. We'll put you over here for right now. Got a little of the details on the edge. Oh, he definitely was ready to come out. He's a little sticky. That can happen if they stay in the mold a little too long, which we probably did. But that's okay, because they'll dry right out as soon as he's in the air for a little while. So, a nice falcon. We've had a few more big falcon pours, so where it's more consistent, which is kind of fun. I like the colorful ones and the regular ones. So, I'm gonna go put them on the table, and we'll get started on our soap. So, our first soap tonight is actually a commission. Grim, stop crying. I filled up Grim's D20, and he is sad that it is not dispensing pieces as fast as he wanted to. Or did you empty it? I'm not refilling it. It is very likely he has emptied it because he has now brought it to me. It would sure be nice if somebody granted Grim his bully. A nice bully for the boy to keep him happy. Right, Grim? Are we going to roll for refill? Drop it? Oh, it went under the table. Sorry, we can't roll for refill. You dropped it. Under the table. If you can get it... Oh, I can get it out. We are currently 20% of the way to the Grim Bully. Very nice. So, this is our commission for Angst. They have very carefully planned this out for quite a while now. And I'll tell you, I blended up the fragrance oil requests, and it smells amazing. I am very impressed and absolutely love it. So, we're going to start with the base because this is going to be a single color soap. We're going to put it straight into the oils because both of the colorants that we're going to be using require a little bit more hydration time. So we're going to speed that up by literally just blending it straight into the oils. So we're going to get a nice black base with some black oxide. And then for both color and skin clarifying, we're going to add some coconut charcoal. Coconut charcoal. And coconut charcoal is another one of those things. It is charcoal. It does not have coconut proteins in it anymore. So if you are allergic to coconut, it should not cause any problems at all. 2 scoops of each. On its own, charcoal gives a nice dark gray, but it will never fully become black. So we help it out a little bit by mixing it with the black oxide so that it actually turns black. Oops. Thank you. Did you roll? Nope, that's a 7. That's not high enough for a refill. Sorry, Bubs. Gotta re-roll. Did you seriously just re-roll? And you rolled an 18. I already have gloves on. You gotta ask Papa. Okay, well, he has figured out re-rolling, which is hilarious. That time was a 4. I think you're rolling with disadvantage right now. 11. All right. So, let's put this in, and we're gonna blend this. This is gonna turn super black. If we just did the charcoal, it'd still look super black, but when we add the lye, it will not. So that's why we're reinforcing it. $14 on a refill. That's a pretty good I think that might be enough for a piece or two. When we're between soaps, Graham, where's, oh, he has left it at my feet. So when we're between soaps, we will refill between soaps. All right. So we've got our black. I don't see any chunkies, so it looks like it's nicely incorporated. If you're looking for it, it's by my foot right here. Welcome on in. We're adding our lye water to our oils. Working on a charcoal black soap. Welcome in, welcome in. What were we doing tonight, Lakewood Wood? Also, hi, Midnight. Welcome on in. We can let this sit for a minute while we welcome our new friends. I apologize for the coughing. I am recovering from everything. We had a huge pollen flare, and that led to a little bit of sinus blockage, draining into my chest, and there may have been a cold in there somewhere. Who knows? You know?
I just gave you so much salmon.
So much salmon.
That better be a good one.
The best of boys.
Lay down.
All right.
Lay down.
Tonight we started The Truck Driver. The Truck Driver, is that a game? Working on another one of the alphabet carvings. Ooh,
Okay, good point.
very nice. I'm, of course, reading these in backwards order, but that's cool. If you have any photos or anything to share with us, we do have a Discord, !Discord, and you can put them in our Sharp channel, or if you want to share a link, Zulu can see what we've got and kind of go from there. But let's get this soap blended up. The thing with blending black soap is we really got to check for emulsion. So it's not there yet. Oop. Doing character carving for each letter of the alphabet. That's awesome. Yeah, we can look at them from the guild as well. All right, it looks like we have reached emulsion. Pull out my mold here. So we have our mold. We're going with the purple mold, so it's a little bit skinnier, just by like 1/4 1/4 inch so we can get a little bit more up top. And then we're going to go in with our fragrance oil. So this is a custom blended fragrance oil that Angst researched and came up with all by herself. I am very impressed. It's really good. It's like warm and cozy and refreshing, but deep. It's very balanced. All right. Okay. Scrape it all out. Now, the special parts of this soap are going to come when we cut, so that will all really show itself then. But for today, perfect. Let it sit for a moment. So it's giving us a beautiful black, nice and solid, no gray tinge, no discoloration. And if we do get some discoloration from that Sugar Plum Fairy, it's just gonna make it darker. Gotta make sure we get every last bit, or at least as many bits as we can. And then I've got my texturing spoon. The stamp that we're doing is a taller one, so we're gonna kind of work this into a little bit more of a mound so we can really get that all included. And turn. Looking good. Perfect. That should work nicely. Okay. And we have our first soap. Ta-da! Nice and easy. All right. I am going to rinse, measure out, and talk about our next soap. So, This one just sit here for a second, firm up, so we can get it to a nice safe space. Meanwhile, we'll conserve our Tupperware a little bit. Keep our spoon out. He's gonna be starve the night. Once we catch him again. If he doesn't serve, we want to be here. No, Graham, don't touch this. Move. Move on. Go on, Graham. Out of the kitchen. Yeah, so this one's gonna have a really cool stamp on it. Very excited to put that part together. All right. Wipe this kipple down. Gather the oils to the next soap. And we'll grab the colors. I can't refill it again. One is enough. Two is enough. The sweet Graham will have to find other ways to entertain himself than just Snickers. You could try working at the neighbors. That's always fun. We have not had a Bork Graham today. Now, we let that go. So for this next one, we're going to be doing reds, but varying degrees of red. Watch out. Red, a little gold. We may sprinkle in some black. That's not our primary. Our first blend on this is a mixture of leather, firewood, and gunpowder. Because this is Aries. Ooh. Yes. Nice woody leather. oil. That and let's grab our out of the kitchen. Let's focus on exact measurements. Okay. Pinky! Welcome in! Oh, okay. So, my thought process on colors. Pretty simple. We're kind of attempting to emulate fire. So, our primary color is going to be red. We're going to make lots of red. And then we're going to add a little red over here. And mix it with some gold. Add a little bit of our oil into both so we can liquefy it. Oh, I forgot to wash this guy. Let me go do that real quick. Okay. We are clean. Grabbing some tiny spatulas. We're going to mix up our colors and see how these behave. This one always needs a bit of encouragement to really go. Let that sit. And the red gold. Now the red that this is shows up a little bit more once it's actually like in soap, but it should give us a nice reddy gold. We can always add a little more red later. Got lots of chunkies though. Okay. So, let's get our base soap mixed up. So we have our base oils. We have our lye. And pour on in here. And let's get blending. Not quite together. Need a little better emulsion. There we go. We don't want this to be too thin because if it's too thin, it's not gonna do what we want. So, pour a little in here first. That should work. Appreciate the alert, KMP. Very much so. So I'm gonna pour some in there just to get it mixed in, and then I'm gonna pour it back. I want most of this red. Then we're gonna add a little bit of black to this. And I really mean a little. It does not take much. That should be more than enough. We'll mix that in a little bit. We're going to pour some back in. Not enough of a color difference. No, I want to go a little darker. A little darker. The red's very strong, so a little more. There we go. Noticeably deeper, darker red. That should be good. All right. Let's see how this guy turns out. I have a pinky gold. That works perfectly. So let's start here. Add a little fragrance oil. Not entirely sure how this will behave mixed like this, so we'll find out. Hopefully we get just a little bit of acceleration. That would be what I want. It's okay if we don't. Then we're going to pour in here. And get that as smooth as we can. Little black flecks like embers almost. Perfect. a little bit for the top. So we're gonna let this firm up for a little bit and then texture it. Because we're looking for like a fiery texture in the final soap. So we'll do some wavy textures, a little bit more densely packed than we do for like the demon repellent soap or what's the other one? Gardenia. But yeah. Okay. How are we doing? Oh, we're starting to thicken. Perfect. We'll keep these other two agitated while we work with this one. Yeah. So we're going to go dark, then we're going to go golden red, and then we'll finish off the top with the full red. And it should be a good combo. I was wondering how we would bring forward our leather kind of scent into something a little more in theme with our new theming styles. And I think this is going to do a really good job. It fits leather armor, Trojan armor. The back note of gunpowder really stands out nicely. So, it will be nice. I think this is going to do well. Okay, we're getting thicker. Are we thick enough to hold a peak? We are. So we are going to go in and make as many little peaks as we can. Lots of little peaks. I've been kind of going back to make sure, because sometimes they fill each other in when they're made. Okay, I like that amount. We'll stay with that for now. Let's let that sit for a second. We're gonna get this one ready. I mean, anything with fire is good, right? Mix and mix and mix it. Okay. We're gonna kind of catch the fall a little bit with our spatula so it doesn't destroy. And it should just nicely flow all over. I can no longer see you all, but I'm still here. Jiggle, jiggle, jiggle. Get that all worked in. We'll let this thicken up a little bit and do the same. Make sure this guy's staying loose. There. Alright, that's ready. That's not quite ready. It has made noises, but I don't know what noise it has made.
Disconnected out here?
Yeah.
I think we had a hiccup with our internet or something, but it's weird because we didn't lose the stream. So I don't know. Yeah, the camera just froze, and obviously the connection here dirt.
Weird.
Yeah.
The hiccups of streaming. It happens.
When you take problems, you're not doing it right.
Exactly. Alright. Are we texturable? We are. Let it warm a little. Okay. We're gonna let that again sit and set up for a minute because it was a little softer than the last layer, but that's all right. Can you see me? Yes, I can see you. But yeah, so John Cena is coming to one of our biggest events, and I want to think about something to make for him, and I don't know what to do. Because most of my experience with him is his movie career. And I don't know. I don't know. There are many, many outcomes. But none of them really just jump out to me just yet. But we'll see. Always waiting. Waiting for soap. A little jiggly. Well, I'm gonna pour this in here. And gently mix because it loosens it up at first. go. I'm attempting to organize the rehoming of half a dozen caterpillars that just hatched on my kitchen table. On the side here, briefly, I have a friend with the appropriate terrarium and a house full of toddlers that will love watching them grow. So I think we may have come to an agreement on when the caterpillars can go find their new home. Okay. Oh, we may have some more here. A little extra, yeah. Because even though we're going to texture this top, I really want to texture it with some of the other colors swirled into it. See, that's why I am giving away the caterpillars, so that I am not the one handling them. I thought about it. Trust me, I did. I reached out to my friend because I know she has this enclosure. And I also know that she is not currently using it because the animal that she purchased it for unfortunately passed away last year. But she still has the enclosure, so why not? But I was like, I don't know if I want to do it, and she proposed. I know the kids at the babysitter group might like it, and hey, I am all for kids exploring science, so I will happily donate the offspring of the moth that I found to science. All right, we'll get to you in a second. And the rest of this. But I now have 2 moths in my freezer, so this weekend, one of my goals will be to defrost them and get them pinned and started drying so that I can have cool moths, because I have cool moths. So I found 2 beautiful, crazy amazing moths outside of my work in the last 2 weeks. And I am extremely tempted now every morning to just walk the whole little shopping center to look for more moths. But I found a male Luna moth, fully intact, just chilling. And he's gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. I can't believe I found one. And especially since I was looking at maybe buying one. Yes, there he is. I was looking at buying one for $135. And while I was walking to go pick up my and my coworkers' Starbucks drinks, I saw him and I'm like, oh my god, if I come back and it's still there, I'm taking it. It already had a tear in its wing, so it's near the end of its life. So I asked the Starbucks lady for an extra little Starbucks bag, and on the way back he was there. And I picked him up and I dropped my tea, and it's okay because I have a moth now. So I didn't lose $7 worth of really good tea. I made $100 and something by not buying the moth at the expo. Yes, that is how we will view this. This is not thick enough yet to do the shaping I want to do, but that's okay. So we're going to let it thicken for a minute. I'm going to take that opportunity to wash this and get ready for the next round. Washing. Alright, this is the last of our recipes today. The remaining fly water and rain. Fly water and oils. And then I have my green glow. Where's my blue glow? Lulu, do you mind checking in the soap room for my blue glow? It would be in the color rack at the top. Thought I had it up there, but I may have put it.
Blue glow, you said?
Yeah, there's blue and there's sapphire. Either works. So this is firmed up more, so we can go ahead and texture it. Hello, the Rose Witch. Welcome on in. No clue. That's what a night after Taco Bell looks like for me. I think that you should maybe see a doctor about that. That is not what it should look like ever. Texturing up fire. Doctor's too expensive. I'll just overcorrect with more Taco Bell. America, I guess. All right. I like it. So a little bit more here. We are fire, after all. And we're going to basically scrape the side and go down the edge. Really reinforce that gathering flame.
Didn't see blue glow in there. I have some other options.
Okay. It should be a white powder up at the top.
White powder?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's not blue itself.
Oh, okay.
It's white,
Yeah,
but the jar will say blue glow.
Oh.
Or blue glow in the dark.
That's the thing we got to mind of?
Yes, but it's on the very top shelf. Yeah. Or at least it should be. Make sure we're getting too much just like a wall. Okay. And then, because it's fire, we're gonna add some gold sparkles. I've put off making candles and soaps. The dangerousness of the chemicals affecting others scares me for now. I can understand that. It's all about respecting what you're working with. I myself have never had a serious lye burn. I've only had one extremely minor one. As long as you're taking proper precautions and things like that, it's not much more dangerous than some of the things that we cook with. So,
I'm gonna lie.
yeah. Perfect! Blue glow! Fire! Fire!
Oh, okay. I can't take a photo right now.
Someone take a photo!
Exclamation
Exclamation point!
mark.
Yeah. Yay! I'll hold it forever. So much holding. Ew, there we go. Thank you. Yeah. I mean, all the stuff that we use is food grade, so even our lye is the same grade as what they would use to make pretzels and stuff like that. Again, it's all about handling your materials safely. I'm making clear resin fingerboards, stickers, and now I can draw again after 12 years. Honestly, I'm more afraid of resin than I am of lye. Resin's some serious stuff. But hey, we each have our mediums. Alright. Now to do my fragrance blend. So good. So primarily going to be using Glacier Falls, which is an Old Spice particular. With just a hint of bay. So good. So Hades. So Disney Hades. So we're using 3 colors. Well, 2 colors and glitter. So one of our colors is going to be Blue Tide, which I'm just using the rest of it. Then for our lighter blue, we're going to use our new color, Seafoam or Sea Glass. And then we will be doing a third darker blue, but I can use this to mix it. We're using Indigo Girls for the other, for our darkest blue. Very careful, that 6 minutes in nylon gloves. My room stays pretty ventilated. Yeah, as long as you're handling it right, most materials, they're gonna do what they're gonna do. I want even distribution of my glow, so all of my glow is going into the base. And then we're gonna add a little oil to emulsify these, or to liquefy these. Just enough. Ooh, I've been looking at some resin kits. We gotta go to Joann's. They have so many cool things. So many great projects. Like they have billiard beads projects that basically have everything you need. Pouring resin is far quicker at being deadly than printing resin because it's out in the open. Printing resin isn't a case for printing time. Yeah, I would imagine. Okay. Beautiful. And then our light blue. Perfect. Okay. We'll keep those forward there. Now I already have my lye and my water in the same bucket, but they're not mixed yet. That's okay, because they're gonna be. So let's get blending. Right away. What are we doing on? Nothing's obviously separating. Okay. All right. That there. We got these guys. I'm gonna start here. And that should do it. And then here. Okay. There we go. Mixy, mixy. Make sure it's all in. Thanks. We made your soap. I have it sitting on the other counter. We'll bring it over to show off in a little bit. Very happy with it so far. Yeah. Yeah. We add a little bit of fragrance oil. And pour. Now we're gonna let this pretty much harden for a little bit before we move on to our next color, because we need to sculpt this one as well. Beautiful kitchen vibes. Oh yeah, definitely like warm, cozy, definitely evoking that like castle feel. It's really good. Really good. You did your homework and it paid off. It's fabulous. I just remembered I was going to turn a little bit of this into another embed. Whoops. I'll do that another day. Mixy, mixy, mixy. Come on. So much to mix. And it's wanting to all cling to the side. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so waiting on this to thicken. I'm gonna clear some space. And we might just work on our portal chunks to see if those work while we wait for this to set up. All done with my blender, so I'm gonna clear it as well. You're fine there. You'll move over here to safety. Move you. Move you. We're gonna pull out our cutter. And you go over here. So, during birthday stream, we made some, hopefully, portal, turn them into what we want them to be. I have two. We're gonna chop these up into pieces and stick them together with notes that each bar will have a different portal on each side. So let's work on that. Hopefully it did what I want it to do. We'll find out as we go through the bar. So far, so good. I essentially want this to be half of what my bar usually is. Yeah. I mean, it's just the top, but yes. Oh yes. Working as intended so far. Some are going to be thicker than others, like getting a little thicker, but not bad at all. Looks like slice of an orange. Kind of, yeah. Getting a little thick at the bottom, which I feared, but it's still got the center. So I am fine with that. Oh, and the lemon is so good. All the way to the last slice. Oh, it's perfect. So happy. Well, let's see if the blue behaved. You firm yet? You're getting there. You're definitely not there yet. So far, so good. You're fine, Zenith. You don't have to explain yourself. We are a oversharing, over-explaining community. A little thicker, but not bad. So, as I'm cutting these, well, after I'm done cutting these, I'm going to stick them together because they're still very sticky, and they'll basically reform one log, which is the goal. Or I guess 2 logs. This worked perfectly, and I'm so happy. All the way to the end on both of them. Almost better than I expected. But I helped. I'm fine. Alright. Now, let's pair them up. So they will just stick together. I'm now ridiculously excited about soap again. Soap is fun. It is a unique art form, but fabulous. And I'm really happy how this turned out. Okay. How big does this need to be? Please don't everything fall. Definitely don't fall. Please. Thank you. Alright. This one's gonna go in. How are we doing? A few more slices. You're almost thick enough. Kind of blending the layers together, making sure they stick, they line up, so we don't get gaps between them, so that we don't get seepage between them. One more piece. Beautiful. And I'm actually gonna put it in here to store it, to keep it nice and safe. Well, let's build another one. Come on, come apart, friends. %60 of the bully stick. We're so close. Two, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. 4, 6, 8, 12, 14, 16. Me. 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 And the final me. I'll flip that over because I don't care if those ones are compressed nearly as much. And we have enough for 2. Bully stick for the Grim. The Grim shall greatly appreciate a bully stick because he has been a bit of a whiny boy today. Because we were gone all day, so I don't blame him. But he has been a good boy. If a whiny boy. Alright. So we have 2 of these made. This will be my primary, this will be my secondary. Then lay him down on his side. Let's set him there gently. And we'll do that one on Monday. He's already here expectingly. Of course he is. Alright. We're gonna texture this one as Grim gets his bully. And this one we're doing less of a freeform fire and more with the aim of going high and tall. Because we gotta get that Hades hair look at the end. Grim was supposed to go to the groomer this weekend, but our groomer got sick, so he is free for the weekend, which he is quite pleased about. I am certain. All right. We're so excited. Gently mix in our fragrance oil. Oh, so happy boy. Munching away. Grim forgives us for streaming when we get bully sticks. Got a 6.5 pound box or kilogram box of milk bones the other day. You know, Grim is bougie and Grim does not like milk bones. He will be very polite and take it from the vet or from the drive-through person that gives it to him and subsequently drop it and be like, okay, where's the real treat? Because we spoil him and give him real meat treats. Like, we have a full bag of like weird tiny fish for Grim. But he loves them. He likes fish. He likes fish a lot. I'm gonna overfill it a little bit because we're gonna come back and scrape it anyway, so it doesn't super matter. All right. Let that start to firm up. I am so pleased with how that turned out. Let's unmold our other image. I am not as happy with this pine tree. Real meat is dinner. Apparently that makes carbs into the treat. We don't do a high grain or much of a grain diet with Grim. When we got him, he had a very sensitive tummy because he was super underweight. So we let him pick his treats when we first got him, and he went right for a bully stick. Yeah, this is too light. I am not happy with that color. It's pretty, but it's not what I wanted. So I will remake it. I was trying to reuse scrap. However, I think that will work nicely as graded shavings for another soap. Grim eats a lot of dried, dehydrated. He gets some cheese and some dairy occasionally, but primarily high protein feed that's specially designed for German Shepherds, because that's most of what he is. And then some for some other stuff here and there, a little fish oil, some other stuff like that. All the goodies, you know. Too much cheese then upsets his tummy. Yeah, he doesn't get much cheese or dairy. He does like to forage for frogs, though. He loves frogs. We do not like that he loves frogs. Of it is mostly on fresh chicken and carrots. We looked into like fresh dog food, and Grim is 100 pounds. So the amount that he would eat of fresh food was just astronomical. It was not the, oh, this is such a cost savings long run. Yeah. Does that mean that Grim can still get the cheese tax? So Grim doesn't usually like the cheese tax. He is the ice cube tax. He does not care about the fridge unless the ice cube maker makes a sound. Yep, different dogs thrive with different diets. Yeah. Grim had a health scare, not really a scare, a health concern about 2 years ago. We had changed his feeding pattern to try to help because he was not eating. We changed his feeding pattern and we introduced like toppers, which introduced like canned meats and stuff like that. Happy with that one. That one just needs to dry because it was in there a little too long. he started having some kidney problems. Well, luckily we found out we were just underfeeding him, and once we corrected his food, the behavioral problems went away and the kidney problems went away. But because of that, the vet prescribed him the specific dog food for German Shepherds. Lost my last dog to suspected gastric torsion. Yeah, we had a dog that we lost to that years and years ago. Well, we found it, and he had the surgery to pin his stomach. But he was like 15 years old for a German Shepherd, so that's pretty good. But we used the prescription dog food, so it's a little better than just any old kibble, which is nice. Yeah, the soap, it's very delicious. Don't eat the soap, Lady Owl. And Viv, when did Viv come in? I didn't notice it? Or did it just happen? I'm so confused. Just now. Viv! Hello! Welcome in! Welcome in everyone with Viv. Thank you for joining us. We are waiting for this beautiful soap to set so that we can add the next layer. And, yeah, it is great to see you. What were we up to? They say the black soap they made today smells delicious. It does. It does. So I'm going to add the fragrance oil here so it can start to thicken back up, because we're going to basically be splatting this on top, almost like piping, but we're trying to emulate that fire kind of texture. Oh, is it blackberry? No, it's, what is it? It's sugar plums and olives and salt and coriander and just amazing. It's really good. It makes me want to wrap myself in velvet and sit in a cold meadow. Some bobbin lace practice. Very nice. Okay. Let that sit. It's more fun as a party. Of course it is. That's why we want you to start the party. Those mukbang videos always make me want dumplings. Oh, so good. I've been tempted to buy more of those soup dumplings. So good. We are just waiting for this to harden. I'm trying, but Zulu keeps shooting it down. Yeah, you know, that's Zulu for us. He is our resident buzzkill. But that's okay. We still love him. Ooh, pretty. Very pretty. So you said this was bobbin lace? Nice. Always been curious about trying like lace making or like those fine knotted patterns and stuff. I remember seeing it in Florence in Italy. I believe that's one of those places where it's like known for its lace. And I remember my grandmother going crazy over buying lace for everybody. And yeah, I don't think I got any. I think my mom got napkins or something, but I don't think she ever used them because my grandma was just obsessed with that. We're here, we should get it. But maybe that's where I get it from. It's certainly not my parents. My parents were always, you don't need that, but I want it. If there is a limited edition or a souvenir version of something, I want it. Probably because my parents always said no when I was a little kid. But souvenir cups are awesome, okay? Souvenir cups are amazing. They are good to have in your house because they're plastic and we have all hard floors. And I like plastic cups. So, and I like lids. And I like straws, which usually souvenir cups have, which makes it even better. Just practicing the base things. And it's done all over Europe, UK, France, Spain, Italy especially. Basically practicing for making fancy patterns nice. Souvenir cups, yeah. Sorry, my voice is a little off today. It has been all week. I feel like I'm sounding congested, but my coworkers say I sound squeaky. So I'll take their word for it. They hear me better than I do. In fact, I have a souvenir cup in the garage that I need to clean out and bring in the house. It's a stupid one, but I love it because it has a giant weird plastic lemon on top, and it came full of lemonade, and it was wonderful. But it's so stupid, but that's what makes it even better. The more ridiculous the souvenir cup, the better. I got the Baymax from Disneyland. My coworker went out and she tried to get it for me, but she was very nice and she's like, I just ordered it on eBay for you. I'm like, I'm gonna pay you back still. So I did, but it got sent to my house and it's adorable. It's Baymax in his charging port. The lid does not fit very well, so I need to trim it down. But I didn't intend to drink out of it anyway. So I would have been more upset if I was actually drinking out of it at the parks. But I love Baymax. He's so cute. And they recently just released a Baymax hoodie. And I was super tempted to get it for work. But I like wearing nerdy cardigans when I can. But I take my jacket off a lot because I don't want to wear my nice jackets and sweaters and stuff while I'm putting casts on kids. Because it will get ruined. Without a doubt. We're getting thicker. The more I mess with it, the longer it's going to take. So I really should just leave it alone. Nah, the infamous Dune one was a bucket, not a cup. Yeah, the Dune one was scary. They did a popcorn bucket for Haunted Mansion, the movie, and that one was really cool. When there was no popcorn in it, it was a globe or a crystal ball that lit up, and there was the ghost lady's face in it. But I think the best popcorn bucket I've seen is from Tokyo Disneyland. They have two. One of them is Alice in Wonderland themed, and it's a stack of teacups, but the lid opens and then they're all connected. It's a big bucket of popcorn. And then there's one based off of Tangled, where it's actually the lanterns, like the sky lanterns, and it actually lights up. And it has Pascal on the strap, so he's sitting on your shoulder as you carry around the popcorn bucket. And it's really cool. And it was supposed to be a limited time, but it got so popular, they carry it all the time. And you can actually hire somebody to go to Japanese Disneyland to buy it for you and send it to you. And I've been tempted a few times. The D&D movie was a D20. Yeah, our theater actually had dragon face ones too. And we saw it and I was so disappointed. They're like, yeah, we sold out yesterday. I was like, no, I want one. I want ridiculous novelty things. I'll eventually throw them away, but it's fun. It's exciting. I'm still gonna poke it, even though I said I wasn't gonna. Can you make soap in popcorn buckets? I mean, in theory, in the paper ones, yeah. You would just need to, that would make it a business expense, right? I mean, one of the things that's highly overlooked when it comes to business expenses is company and employee morale. We every so often have employee meetings. I am the only official employee, and my meetings go fabulously, usually over drinks or dinner, and occasionally Zulu will join me for these meetings, and we will have discussions and soap. Do you want a cocktail or something? It's great. Got your message, but I have an idea about just the okay. It's so slow, and there's so much more soap. Oof, and it's getting late. Of course, it's always the last one I do when it's late nights. Ooh, 215 books. So many books. So many books. We may have to finish this one off screen because this is very liquidy. This is not going to be piling texture for a while. And this is still pretty loose. But we've done lots tonight. Is that Sprocket? I don't know what we are referring to. What's the blue on Arrow? This is going to be Hades, inspired by Hades from Brain. Disney. Yes, that Hades. So it has a glow-in-the-dark base. I hope I have enough glow-in-the-dark. And we've layered up the different colors in the prior tenor with Rolf. Oh, I did not see it. But yeah. So we're just waiting. I still haven't eaten dinner yet. I need to eat dinner. We need to eat dinner. We had cheese. Cheese counts, right? Cheese does not count. Yeah, I suppose cheese doesn't count. I was gonna suggest Dave's. I know we ordered out yesterday, but we could do Dave's and we could do leftovers tomorrow instead of Friday night because we've got good leftovers. I just don't feel like microwaving again or creating another dish. Yep. You're making me want second dinner. I mean, I'm not gonna stop you. We would just call that an evening snack. Roll for second dinner. What are we rolling? That's a 15. You can have second dinner angst. Go for it. The dice have spoken. We're still piling it up high because we can for now, even though it's not staying up as well as we want it to because it's not hard enough. Leave it alone, it'll get there. But also don't leave it alone because you can't. But you're making it worse, so we leave it alone. It's always like this. But yeah. So soap. We'll let this do its thing. I'm gonna bring over the other ones that we made just to show off because we will probably finish this off stream because it is liquid. And I need it to be not liquid. Alright, so we did Hades, we did Aries, and we did the fabulous space for Angst special order soap. So Hades is in the works. We have our Aries Fire here, and then our black, deep black soap for Angst. Looking fabulous. I absolutely love how it's working. Ooh. But yeah. And then we assembled our embeds. So, still working on Hades. But I've only ever used this fragrance oil in bath bombs and salts. So I wasn't quite sure how it was going to work out. Yeah. I'm going to move these back to the table for safety. Yeah. Got some job interviews, and they're canceled. Not trying to reschedule. Yeah, it happens to all of us. Gotta take your time. Do what you need to do. You'll get there. It always works out in the end, no matter what. Okay. The caterpillars have a home and are going to do great. And we're still waiting on this. You know, while we're waiting on this, let's do something slightly non-soap related. And let's get my moths out of the freezer so that they can defrost tonight so I can pin them tomorrow. Yay! This is a thought process. The moth in the freezer. One moth. Be ever so careful. Two moths. Ever so careful. Okay, so the moths are in the freezer because I was told, yes, he's still in a Starbucks bag. I was told that you should freeze them so that in case they have any parasites or mites or anything on them, it kills them. And it also kills the moth, so it's not slowly dying over the course of multiple days. So yeah. When you're ready, I have a great target in mind. Soon. I want to look at my moths. So, this is the first moth I found. This is a Polyphemus moth, female. And she laid eggs. She's the one that I had in a box on my table for a few days. But there's her little body. So she's going to defrost, and then I'll pin her. And then I have silicone beads to dry her out with. But they're just beautiful big moths. A little damage to her wings because, well, I mean, she was damaged because she's old. So, gently move. And then, this is my other moth. This is my Luna moth. I gotta get it out of this bag anyway. We're gonna slide. Can we slide? There we are. There's our Luna moth. Oh, so pretty. So pretty. And we're just gonna let them defrost and go from there. Okay, let's see. I'm going to move you ever so gently onto this side. And then slide this one onto this side. Oh, careful. That way they stay in here together and nice and safe. And I bought a mounting box for them so that they can be mounted safely and not damaged. And yeah, moths. And now everyone at work is convinced that I am a witch because I keep finding them. But that's okay. I'm good with this interpretation. But yeah, so pretty moths, pretty soap, letting the soap set forever. Still liquid. But yeah, so we will be back Monday and I'll show you. My moths will be pinned but not dried by then, so I'll show you my moths, but they'll be still drying. Soap making seems like a witchy hobby. It really is. It really is. It's alchemy, 100%. And the witchy vibes are real. It's fun. But yeah. I mean, I feel like that little witch sometimes when I wake up in the morning, like a little goblin. But yeah, that's gonna really be it for tonight. It's almost 10 o'clock. We'll eat dinner shortly. And got a busy day at work tomorrow. And we'll kind of go from there. But thank you all so much for joining us tonight. We've got our beautiful soaps in the process. I'll finish this guy up tonight as it finishes firming. It's getting there. Slowly but surely. We'll get there. And then, yeah. We'll show it off and cut it Monday. Do some more soap making. For future reference, how feasible is soap on a rope? So it depends on what kind of soap on the rope you want. There's two methods. There's either literally putting a piece of rope into the soap as it's made and then cutting around it, or you cut a hole somewhere in the soap before it cures, and after it cures, you put rope through it. So it is possible, but it's a pain in the butt. But it's possible. So I would consider doing it, but it would definitely, I have to contact some of the groups that I with to see what ropes aren't going to be eaten by the soap, and then go from there. And you don't like putting non-soap in soap. Yes, I don't really like putting non-soap in soap. I function of soap on a rope more so than putting botanicals that just feel gross. Because like putting like dried flowers and stuff, to me, like using the bar of soap just feels gross afterwards. Feels like a little spider crawling on you when it sticks to you, and it's just one more thing you need to clean up. Yeah, the way that they wanted us to do the challenge for the soap on the rope challenge was super annoying and all that, but I'd be willing to do it. We would just kind of figure out what aesthetic more so are you looking for, because putting rope into the soap is going to limit what kind of design options we have, because it's going to greatly impact that, versus if we do a design and then cut a hole for the rope, that's better. That would give us more design options and more flexibility. So lots of options to talk about if that's the path that you want to take with a soap. And yeah, we can kind of go from there. I like my moths. They're very pretty. I'm very excited to have moths, and it's more exciting that I found them myself. But next time I have free stamps, not free stamping. Yes, you do have your stamp. we will happily hold on to it for you, or you can have it if you want it. But we can talk about that too as we go forward. But yeah, all exciting, so exciting. Zulu, who are we heading out to tonight? I don't think I noticed. They're so pretty. Who are we gonna go raid and bring our wonderful presents? Must see, must see. Who are we gonna do? I was gonna pause, but she's about to raid out herself. Yeah, that happens. I have lingered a bit, talking and showing off my moths. But it's okay. It's not your fault at all. I think we'll go to Lumbly. She's playing Family Feud, and that sounds really fun right now. That does sound really fun right now. Well, thank you guys so much for coming tonight. We're going to head on over to their channel, watch them play a little Family Feud, or play a little Family Feud with them. I don't know what the format's going to be. But we will find out when we get there, and I'm very excited to give it all a try. All right, guys. Have a nice night, and we will see you on Tuesday. Monday. I'm still stuck on Tuesday. I don't know why. It's been a long week.